not a bad start. Alright, start with Cosmog means the opponent cannot play Skarmory after that. Alright, the opponent is not trying to evolve. We lock down the opponent cannot play Solgaleo too. They cannot store energy to Solgaleo. And if the opponent play Teleport, they cannot store energy to Skarmory, but they can still play the Rising Rod. I wish that I have Cyrus. No, you cannot attack, bro. It's time for us to store energy to our Mewtwo EX. Burn your energy, please, Solgaleo. That's why we need Guzma in this deck to counter this Rocky Helmet. We also have Tapu Lele. It is so interesting to have Tapu Lele too. Better to play Tapu Lele now, before it gets shoveled away. Play red. Now we keep red for the second Solgaleo, I guess. Second Solgaleo will have 170 HP after attack. Tapu Lele for now. Can we draw Guzma? The opponent slow us down. Put Gen Cap to Banette because of Rocky Helmet. One Sabrina down. Probably the opponent still has Cyrus. They get the Skarmory, but they cannot retreat unless they burn the energy. Never mind, Solgaleo cannot retreat unless this one is turned into second Solgaleo. Alright, outside from my Mewtwo EX range. We still have Oricorio, right? Poison Barb. Oh, still no Solgaleo, thankfully. I'm not sure about Team Rocket Grunt. Lacking of damage. I need my Sabrina. Do I have Sabrina? I haven't played Sabrina, right? Osmoim. That's annoying me. Leaf. We play Cyrus, I guess. Target the Skarmory. Second Solgaleo. Playing this. I have no use for Team Rocket Grunt actually. There's no guarantee we flip head to. Yep, such a waste. Playing this Oricorio. And then this one is vulnerable to Cyrus. We end the game by playing Cyrus to Skarmory. This Skarmory is liability for the opponent's side. The opponent have one card. There's no way this one is Mars. Alright, no Mars, I win the game. No potion, right? This deck doesn't run potion most of the time. Alright. Not bad, not bad. We beat Solgaleo with this deck. Slowly but surely. Lock down the opponent's Solgaleo. Will be very nasty for the opponent too. If only Sabrina showing up earlier. Yeah, I actually wait for Sabrina to target the opponent bench, but since I already played Tapu Lele to opponent Skarmory, my Cyrus is viable too. We going second and we get our Banette. Let's try to lock the opponent down. But the opponent only requires small amount of energy in order to work too. Like this Lurantis and Decidueye. Decidueye only requires 2 energy. Yeah, Decidueye can still store the energy from the bench. Yeah, the opponent just played the red card at the right timing too, but I draw back my Banette. Both of it. Oh, Lurantis deal a lot of damage. 20 damage, right? If we are developing more Pokemon in our board, then they will get a lot of value from Lurantis. Decidueye incoming. Yeah, they don't really care about my Banette here. I need my second Pokemon. Where is my second Pokemon? This is just really bad for us. I run a lot of basic cards, including Mewtwo as our mana taker, but I just cannot draw it. Even though Mewtwo cannot one-shot Decidueye. 200 HP. How do we take it down? Let's play Sabrina, slowing down Decidueye because they cannot store energy to their active spot Pokemon, means they need to retreat, burn 1 energy unless the opponent have X speed or leaf. Yep, at least we slow down the opponent a little bit. But this Lurantis quite thick, right? Or my Banette attack is just too low. We are still in danger. Should I just play Cyrus to slow down the opponent more? Yeah, I think I Cyrus here. Because after this, the opponent will bring Decidueye to the front and deal 100 damage to my Mewtwo EX too. Alright, we are so close at building up our Mewtwo EX. This one can still deal another 20 damage to us. You gotta be kidding. Well, I have to Guzma and then play red, right? So bad. Where is my other Pokemon? I think this is just the same. We try to take the Lurantis. Next turn our side drive is ready. I don't know if I stall the game long enough to prepare our Mewtwo or not. I hope there is no heal from the Decidueye again. More Decidueye. 170 HP. Leaf cap again. Let's try to play red by next turn. Will the opponent retreat here? If they retreat, they cannot attack. Alright, I win the game. Thanks to red. That is the close one, yeah. Maybe Sabrina and Cyrus is the right play from the early game, because we need time to prepare our Mewtwo. Lucky that we are still win this game. We deal 50 HP. Nice. We're still able to come back from this situation. We have a really bad draw in the early game, forcing us to store 2 energy to our Banette, but in the end we are still managed to come back. Play against the Dark type deck. Start with Mewtwo EX is really bad. Darkrai Giratina plus Greninja. I need to find Leaf. Without Leaf, my Mewtwo EX probably in trouble. Alright, we check her Leaf now. Pretty good. After this we attack with Banette. But my Mewtwo EX take 20 damage too. We can prevent the opponent playing broken space below, so that the opponent Giratina EX won't be ready that fast. They also burn the energy, right? Unless the opponent play Leaf. I just wonder how many sets does the opponent run for the Greninja. This Oricorio probably too late to showing up too. Should I just play red? Will the opponent burn the energy? We can play Tapu Lele. Greninja incoming. 40 damage per turn taken on my Banette, which is bad. Oh, they try to lowering down the Mewtwo HP. We attack with Tapu Lele then. Dealing 60 damage. Cyrus. I still able to retreat. I need to burn the energy, and this Greninja can slowly take down my Mewtwo EX. Play Cyrus. The opponent still need to store energy to this Giratina. If I retreat my Mewtwo, the opponent will going to have enough time to take down my Mewtwo EX with only Water Shuriken. No leaf, please. Play Broken Space below so that this one is in our Tapu Lele range, please. Fail to one-shot this. The opponent only deal 40 damage to us. I need to deal massive damage to the second Pokemon. Greninja cannot attack, we don't have to worry about it. If they attack, they cannot play Broken Space below. The opponent concede. Not a bad start. Actually, we have a pretty decent hand. We only missed Tapu Lele, right? Oricorio. This one deal 80 damage, one shot this Oricorio. But the opponent sometimes have Giant Cap. Also, we have to be careful with Guzma from this deck, because Oricorio love to run Guzma. Since they want to prevent their Oricorio take some damage from the Rocky Helmet. Well, we just play everything, minimize the chance of the opponent playing something nasty. I think the opponent won't retreat here. They do have X speed probably too, because most of opponent Pokemon only have one retreat cost. This Oricorio Pachirisu plus Luxray, pretty interesting deck. Sometimes they also add Magnezone. Alright, we have to stop the opponent from storing energy. And starting this point, we are going to play energy to our Mewtwo EX, even though there is Oricorio here. We have to prepare our Mewtwo EX to take down Luxray. How strong is Luxray, by the way? 120 damage, right? They will probably target this one first. Luxray incoming. Interesting deck. Let's try take down this, because I don't want this Oricorio survive that long. Oricorio need to take down because my Mewtwo weakness is only Oricorio. We don't really care about the other. My Oricorio will deal 80 damage to Luxray. If the opponent have 2 copies of Faulkner, they can take down 2 Pokemon at once too, maybe. I have Sabrina to target Luxray too. Or maybe the opponent just develop more basic Pokemon. Once the opponent bring Luxray to the phone, my Mewtwo EX is ready and able to one-shot the Luxray. Alright, GG, nice game. I think the Banette also prevent Faulkner from storing energy to Luxray, right? Good start. Bulbasaur won't be able to attack forever, so one Bulbasaur down. The opponent will try to develop the bench one unless the opponent can have Serperior. We play Oricorio. If we can get Tapu Lele, that would be great. Oh. Perfect hand. After this, we only need to evolve to Banette. The opponent will consider to build the bench Bulbasaur instead of the active spot one. They cannot store energy to the active spot one after that. They have to consider about that too. Alright, the opponent play around that. No, my Banette. Why the opponent always play red card, Mars or Iono just in the right timing when we have that card? Never mind, I draw my Banette anyway and start storing up my Mewtwo EX. They can evolve to Venusaur, but they cannot store energy to Venusaur anymore after this unless they heal or play the leaf cap to this Bulbasaur. Give the opponent enough time to build the Venusaur and the opponent find that answer. Never mind, I have Guzma. We keep countering each other at this point. No leaf cap for you and we take down Bulbasaur. After this, the opponent cannot store energy to Bulbasaur anymore. Forcing them to retreat, maybe. Evolving to Venusaur, not bad. But you cannot attack. Venusaur requires 3 energy. Checkmate, I guess. They cannot even retreat. The retreat cost is 3. Unless the opponent have leaf. Nice. Very bad. Wishiwashi. This is the first time I faced Wishiwashi deck. We need to find leaf. We found our Banette. Make sure that we store energy. And then we enter. Next turn we can take down Wishiwashi. That's no use. Yeah, Wishiwashi is just so hard to play. Red card. If you start with Wishiwashi, then you are in trouble, right? But maybe the opponent just don't really care. It can call the Wishiwashi EX too. The opponent also have Celestic Town Elder, so they don't really worry about it. But losing to Wishiwashi can cause the opponent a trouble too. They need 2 Town Elder in order to get full potential from the Wishiwashi. Now they get the Wishiwashi EX, but they still need 3 energy in order to attack. And with my Banette, I will lock down the opponent, make them cannot attack until our Banette take down the Wishiwashi, or we put the Wishiwashi into our Mewtwo EX range to one-shot it.